Today, we're diving into the hidden forces that drive pretty much everything we do. The source material we're looking at has this fascinating idea. What if our emotions weren't just, random feelings? What if they were more like a kind of physics, a set of rules governing our inner world?
I mean, think about it. Have you ever asked yourself any of these questions? Why is it so incredibly hard sometimes to just do the thing you know is good for you? Well, the framework we're exploring today says the answer isn't about finding more willpower. It's about understanding the invisible landscape that we're all navigating every single moment of every day. All right, so the first big idea we have to wrap our heads around is this. We think we live in the physical world, right? A world of trees and rain and rocks. But our actual primary reality, the one that really guides our actions, is a symbolic world of meaning that each of us builds for ourselves. Check this out. A tree in the physical world is just wood and leaves. But in your meaningful world, it could be shelter, or a memory, or even a challenge you want to climb. Rain isn't just H2O, it can feel like sadness. A rock isn't just a chunk of mineral, it's an obstacle in your path. This is the world we're actually living in and trying to get through.
So, if we're living in this world of meaning, how do we get around? Well, the source suggests that we all have what's called a meaning navigation system, or MNS. Seriously, think of it like an internal GPS. And the signals that this GPS uses to tell you to turn left or right? Yeah, those are your emotions. They are not random noise at all, they're data.
Every single feeling you have, it has a job to do. Fear isn't just this awful sensation. It's your MNS screaming at you, hey, find safety, now. Anger, that's the fuel you need to push through whatever is blocking you. Guilt is that little alarm telling you you've broken one of your own rules and you need to go back and fix it. And shame, oh, shame is a powerful one. That's a deep signal to defend your own worth, your right to be here.
Okay, so if our emotions are a navigation system, what happens when the map leads us somewhere we really, really don't want to go? This gets us to the absolute core conflict of our inner lives, this constant battle between our need to see the truth and our deep desire to just feel good. So what do we do when the truth is just too painful to look at? When reality gives you a piece of information that you just can't accept? Well, we actually develop a motivation to reject it. And the source material gives us a very specific name: contempt. And this isn't just about disliking something. No, this is about denying its right to even exist, all because it hurts you. The philosopher Eli Siegel, who is really central to this whole framework, put it this way: contempt is at the heart of all psychopathology. Just let that sink in for a second. The idea here is that this one single act, rejecting a reality that you find painful, is the root cause of our deepest emotional and mental struggles. Now, this whole concept of accepting reality, even the parts that hurt, has massive implications for our relationships. And to really get why, we need to make a super important distinction between two words we throw around all the time: liking and loving.
I love this quote. It sums it up so perfectly. If you like a flower, you pluck it. It's about what it can do for you. It's about possession. If you love a flower, you water it daily. That's about nurturing. It's about wanting something to grow and thrive for its own sake, not for yours. You see, liking is always conditional. I like you because you're fun. The second you stop being fun, that liking can just vanish. But love can stick around. It's the I love you even when I don't particularly like what you're doing right now. Just think about a parent with a teenager having a rough time. The liking might be all over the place day to day, but that love, that abides.
And this all leads us to the final and maybe most important piece of the puzzle. This is an idea that ties everything together and might just completely change how you look at your own internal conflicts.
Here it is, the big one. We tend to think that feeling conflicted, feeling pulled in two different directions, is a sign that something's wrong with us. But what if the exact opposite is true? What if ambivalence isn't the exception? What if it's the rule? What if that's our default state as human beings?
And it makes sense, right? We're complicated. We often desire things that we're also really scared of. We can feel deeply angry at someone we also deeply love. So the goal isn't to somehow reach this perfect state of inner peace where you have no internal conflict. No way. The real goal is to shift your perspective, to stop seeing your ambivalence as a problem that needs to be solved and start seeing it as a puzzle you can get curious about.
So all of this leaves us with one last question to take with us. A question you can actually use. Looking at your own life through this lens, where are you being driven by contempt? What painful truths about yourself, about your job, about your relationships are you refusing to look at just because you don't like them?
The answer to that question might just be the key to understanding why you really do what you